Have you ever wanted to try rowing? Well, National Learn to Row Day is this Saturday, and a local club is inviting teenagers to give it a shot.
The Camp Randall Rowing Club is a local nonprofit club that's open to all middle and high school students in the Madison area. The club is looking for new members and holding a free Learn to Row event this weekend. The sport of rowing has been called a symphony in motion.
And let's go up two.
It's hard to explain, but like you get in a good boat. It's like a beautiful sport. Like there's no way, no other sport that's just has this beauty to it. Like in nature, you do it right, and it's just like, it feels right. Like it gives you satisfaction.
Oh my gosh, there's nothing to compare it to. You're on the water with your team, and you really just, there's this thing that goes on that you just all know exactly what the other's gonna do. It's fantastic.
A dedicated group of teenagers are learning the sport at the Camp Randall Rowing Club. The home of the club is the Brittingham Boathouse on the shores of Lake Monona.
We've got athletes from all over Madison, high schools and middle schools from around the area, as well as some homeschooled kids. So they're meeting, they're meeting and learning to become teammates.
Do you have to have any experience to join the club?
You don't have to have any experience, no. Rowing's a sport that you don't have to have rowed prior to coming here. We can teach them at any age.
We will guide you through this journey, and it's a fun one to be on.
Madison, can you hear me?
I remember showing up, and the vibe was very different than a football practice was. There was like a different drive about everybody. Like even if you didn't have like your best day, everyone was still pushing you and just still so happy that you were there doing what they were doing, just so welcoming.
I knew nothing when I first walked in. It's taught me a lot. It's taught me how to actually like motivate some other people, like it's rather than just screaming at them, yelling at them. It's got me like way more friends than I've gotten through other sports even. These are friends that you'll have forever.
And roll it down.
The biggest thing you see from the start of the season towards the end of the season is just the self-reliance that these kids build in. You know that you can put them in any situation, give them any hard task, and they'll sit out and they'll try their best to achieve.
There's different definitions of a club. You know, there's a country club. This isn't a country club. This is an amateur junior sports club. And we're looking for kids who want to be competitive. Some of them may not realize they're competitive, who want to push themselves, who want to work hard.
Well, see, I was an athletic, and so I went and I thought it would be awful. And then it wasn't. And then after a bit, I just loved it. And it's like my passion now.
Tierney, when did you start rowing?
I started this past summer.
And how is it going?
Oh, I love it. It's so much fun. I'm so glad I joined the team. I live on the lake, so I saw the crew boats going by in the morning and at night, so I thought that would be fun to try.
And then like getting into a shell, it was so weird to like sit down in a sport.
What is it like for girls in this club?
I think being a female rower in general is kind of really special.
Why is that?
Rowing is such a team-oriented sport, and being a part of a rowing team and watching all these girls, they just learn so much about how to work as a team together, be strong, independent athletes, and they learn a lot about themselves as being a rower.
Get those catches in together, boys. 2 set.
Patrick, what is your job on the rowing team?
I'm a coxswain, so I'm someone who like steer the boat, call out the commands, really motivate the guys.
Let's find it. Let's find it. Keep those hands up, boys.
It really doesn't matter who you are because sure we need the tall guys, but we also need the shorter guys.
You know, that's the magic of this sport. It will take everyone and anyone, and we're pretty confident with the knowledge that the coaching staff has here. We can teach anyone to be successful at this sport if they want it enough. Swing, CJ, swing!
You change completely. You turn into a rower. Like, you turn into an athlete. It encourages me to do better at school. Completely changed my life.
Just say, give it a shot. If it's not your sport, it's not your sport. But if it is, you will fall in love with it. And it will be a big part of your life for a long time.
The National Learn to Row Open House is Saturday morning from 9 to 11 at the Brittingham Boathouse on North Shore Drive. For more information on Camp Randall Rowing Club, visit their website. It's camprandallrcl.com.
Those young people couldn't talk more positively about it.
Well, they're actively looking for new members now because they're graduating a lot of seniors, and most of them are going to be rowing in college. So that's another thing about this experience that pays dividends. You get an opportunity to be a collegiate athlete.
Karen Swanson was a collegiate rower.
Yeah, that's right.
A lot of work.
Check it out. It is. Yeah, it's not, you got to be tough and a hard worker.
I'm nothing like that. I'm not falling in the water.
If you have a kid who hasn't connected in traditional sports like football or basketball or hockey, rowing might be the answer.
Friends for life.
Yes.
All right.